Welcome to the Boston Barrister, Kevin Patrick Siever, bringing you insights about your family and the world.
Welcome to Boston Barrister. My name is Kevin Patrick Siever from Boston, Massachusetts. This week is going to be all about what 7 steps parents must take to guard themselves against the Massachusetts Department of Children and Families. Step 1, how do you know your legal rights as a parent against the Massachusetts Department of Children and Families? What you need to know when DCF comes on your door is that you have constitutional rights, but ignorance of the law is no defense. So you got to know what they are. No matter who it is, unless they got a search warrant, you do not have to let them into your home. Although DCF may come stating they're taking your children with police, then you pretty much got no choice. But that's a scenario you never ever want to experience. So now what you want to do is when DCF on your door, unannounced, you ask for identification. Who are they? What's their name? What's their telephone number and email? Ask them what their supervisor is. And then ask them, what are the allegations that brings you to my home? They're going to ask to come into your home, and sometimes you're going to show up with police in blue uniforms and badge and guns, trying to intimidate you. You do not still let them in your house. You take your children outside on the porch. You let DCF look at your children. Make sure there's no marks or bruises. Then you tell them very politely and be courteous and kind at all times, even if they're not, and sometimes they're not. You tell them that you want to have your attorney present. Here's your constitutional right. You're entitled to counsel at any time. And that's contained in DCF's own parents pamphlet. And ask them to reschedule and come back as quick, as soon, as fast as possible. And they're going to try to talk to you and the children. Do not allow it. Please, shut your mouth. Your ears cannot get you into trouble, but your mouth can. Again, be courteous, kind, and polite. There's no excuse for not being such. So step number 2 is stop talking and start listening and write down everything they say so you get the information of what the allegations are. And don't just let them say, well, it's neglect or it's physical abuse, whatever it may be. Step 3, tell DCF you're going to record their conversation with your phone, your smartphone. You have to ask their permission, though. If they say no, you got to turn it off. Tell a little war story. Recently had a client, and they had a Ring camera. And DCF showed up with 2 social workers, and not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 different police officers in blue uniforms with badges, and yes, they had guns. Now you tell me why any family would need 4 police officers with guns to show up at their home, except to intimidate the family. This is all captured on a Ring Central camera. Can't make this up. Needless to say, we've repeated this back to DCF on more than one occasion when they tried to say my clients were uncooperative. Really? You show up with 4 police officers and I'm supposed to roll out the red carpet and say, come on in. Let's have tea and crumpets together. Take your guns out if you want. No worries, right? Come on, folks. This is crazy. And what's even crazier is we're all taxpayers. We're paying for this nonsense. We pay the social worker salaries and the police who are supposed to serve and protect. Who in God's name would a police serving and protected when they show up with guns and badges and uniforms? Number 3 step is to hire a specialized lawyer with specialized knowledge about how the Department of Children and Families function and work. You want that lawyer to come between you and DCF. You want to run everything through that lawyer so that DCF cannot and will not bend, break, or violate your important United States constitutional rights, which is a parent's right to have a lawyer at any time. And that's in the DCF parents pamphlet. Now, I have asked 2 questions all the time. We're going to regress for just a moment. Let's certainly see if I get a lawyer, doesn't that show that I'm being combative or that I'm not being cooperative or I'm not getting along with them? How contraire. It shows you being smart. DCF is not your friend. They're not an ally. They're not a good neighbor. They're there to get information. They have a plan. So it begs the question, why would you bend over and be like a welcome mat to DCF, especially when they come unannounced? Makes no sense. The second thing is that DCF in their own pamphlet, their own parents pamphlet, tells you you're entitled to counsel at any time. Exercise that right. Even DCF's telling you to do that. I recently had a DCF social worker say, I hate working with you, Kevin. I said, why? Because you're going to make me work. I'm like, really? I mean, really? Well, yeah, because you're looking perhaps maybe to take my children from my client, terminate their parental rights so they never see their children again, ruin their reputation by talking to all the neighbors and the pediatrician and the schools and all the collaterals. You're also looking to perhaps have my client, if the supported decision is supported against them, put their name on the central registry for the next 75 years, where they may not be able to work in their chosen field, such as being a teacher, a nurse, school nurse, pediatrician, daycare worker, bus driver, owner daycare, you name it, anything that has to do with children, you're not doing it anymore. Furthermore, you can't be a foster child or foster parent for a foster child. There's many things that get eliminated when you're involved with DCF, but they want to be your friend. Don't believe it. It's like I used to hear, oh, Bambi. No, don't fall for this. They want you to talk. Don't do it. Listen more, talk less. Understand what DCF's doing. They want you to talk. They want you to speak. Your ears, again, will never get you in trouble. Use them. Step 5 is when you hire a lawyer, have them come and step in place beside you or in front of you to guide you and guide you from DCF. Because any lawyer worth their salt is going to be able to understand and see what's going on. You need to make sure that less is more when it comes to talking. Take action. Take more action and more action. Action beats inaction every time. Number 6, know your appeal rights. Let's say you don't retain attorney, but you go do it yourself. I don't advise it. Big mistake. But if you do, then if the decision is supported against you for either abuse or neglect or a substantiated concern, you're going to have an assessment right after that. And as soon as you get somebody who's different than the investigator, which is called a response worker, think assessment, think supported decision, either abuse or neglect or substantiated concern. You have to appeal that within 30 days, 30 days, to the DCF Fair Hearing Office, which is located at 1 Ashburn Place, 3rd floor. Send it to the DCF office. Email it to them. Fax it to them. And also hand deliver it if you have to. But get it done. And make sure you're within those 30 days. And hold on to the envelope that the letter comes in. Because I've seen circumstances where the dated letter is a lot further along than 30 days, which is not your fault. Because sometimes mail gets lost, mail gets destroyed, mail gets misdelivered, or there's a mistake on the other end. Maybe DCF forgot to send the letter. Maybe they sent the envelope with no letter in it. I've seen all types of scenarios. Again, it's not intentional by DCF. Don't think that. DCF are human beings. Human beings make mistakes, errors, and omissions. And DCF, who are they? They're human beings. And I make mistakes too every day. I got both hands raised, okay? And so do you. So don't be so hard on them, okay? Things happen. Between 2002 and 2006, Mitt Romney was the governor of the great state, Commonwealth of Massachusetts. And we used to say when he was governor, Mitt happens. And it sure does. Step number 7 is act fast, don't wait. Don't hesitate, don't pause, don't tap the brakes. Take action. Action beats inaction. If you don't understand something, ask. Don't be afraid to ask, because DCF's going to ask. And with that said, the last thing here on number 7 is that DCF's got a plan. They're going to come interview you, they're going to interview your children, and they're going to inspect your home. Are you ready for that? Do you know what questions they're going to ask you? What are they going to ask your children? What are they going to do with your home? And this is where a good lawyer comes in. Because your lawyer should prepare you, should prepare your children, prepare your home, and also be there at the home visit to make sure that DCF does not bend, break, or violate your important constitutional rights. I want to leave you with the fact that I've been doing this since 1991. That's over 34 years, going on 35 years real shortly. I've seen and done almost everything there is to be done in the juvenile probate as well as fair hearings. With that said, you can buy a lot of things in life. One thing you cannot buy is experience. Find yourself that lawyer that specializes in DCF law, that's experience, that'll get you the right result, the best result. Always remember, the United States Constitution states, we the people. Don't ever forget that.